everyone. So instead of us all talking about culturally responsive pedagogy in our 1 hour discussion later, all the IDs got together and we decided that we would just send you some resources that you could read and look over and then go back to at any time. And then maybe if you had any questions or if you wanted to talk a little bit about the topic, we could do it later this afternoon. So just a little introduction. I'm sending you a bunch of resources. And in case you've never heard of culturally responsive pedagogy, so it's really about, again, how students learn best, how they're most comfortable, what they learn and what you value in the class. So a lot of times we want to think about what students already know and are able to do, and then build on that for the students. So again, this whole idea of culturally responsive pedagogy is about leveraging what students know and leveraging what makes them most comfortable for learning, and using that in our classes so that we can make everyone equally as successful in our classes. So I'm also going to be sending you some resources about how you can implement some of these strategies in your online classes. And then there's sort of this little bump in the road. And I'm sure that most of you have already encountered this bump in the road. And it's called the digital divide. And it's about the haves and the have-nots in our country, where students have been really struggling since learning has gone online. Not so much struggling because of, who they are or their learning preferences or any of that stuff, but just because of the situational factors. Remember, we've been talking about situational factors in CDA, and this is a huge situational factor. So if you don't have broadband access, if you're in a home where you have 4 siblings and everyone has to be online at the same time, somebody has to be offline. Some students don't necessarily want to be on the camera because they may not want their background to be shown, where they're living, who they're living with, or what's going on in the background. Students also feel uncomfortable maybe speaking or showing their face in a recorded session. And again, we want to make sure that we're sensitive to all of those preferences. And so this idea of a digital divide, where students may not have a webcam, they may not have a computer that has the software that they need to do coursework at home or remotely. So all of these sort of situational factors can cause a ginormous bump in the road. And unfortunately, lots of these situational factors seem to cause a barrier for our students who are low socioeconomic, who are students of color, who are our students who speak other languages besides English as their first language. And so we want to make sure that we are sensitive and we're going to do everything we can to help all of our students be successful in our courses. So I'm sending you a little information about that digital divide. And I'm also sending you a list of really great resources on how we can sort of make that divide a little less. What can we do as instructors in designing our courses, in facilitating our activities, and in communicating with students to make sure that they know we know, and that we want to make sure that we give them the opportunity to be successful in a way that is comfortable for them also. So again, I will see you this afternoon. And if you have any questions or if you want to talk about this topic, Bill and Jackie said we will be good to go at 2 o'clock. So we'll see you later.